And the first shot misses. And this is Kark's third game since her return. She's gone 3 of 8 at the line, now 3 of 9 with that shot. And she makes the second one to make it a 6-2 game. Thrown pass over to Fitch in the corner. Out to Pilkington. Now shot for 3, that just bounced out. Rebound gathered by Pilkington. Throws it up there, no good. Jade Kark on the rebound for the Lady Dutch. Here's Jade Kark going in, tries to get it to the hoop and does so for 2. 3 points now for Kark early on. Thrown to Fitch near the corner, now Pilkington. Kennedy over for Panetta, back out to Kennedy, now Pilkington again. Pilkington almost had that loss there, but it was gathered once again by Kennedy. Now it is lost as Jade Kark picks it up, now gets by. Controlling the ball, Kark goes in and was blocked on the play by Pilkington. And Coach Himmelwright wants a timeout for Saratoga, and he'll get it with 4:29 to go here in the first quarter of play. The Lady Dutch out to a great start, led by Christina Williams and Jade Kark. It is 8-2 as we take our first timeout of the game. All right, so we're going to take a look at the Saratoga Springs Blue Streaks and Coach Friel's keys to the game. First up, compete every possession. Second, limit the live ball turnovers. And third, limit Fitch and Pilkington, each of the top scorers for Saratoga this season. Fitch, for the most part, has been very active from the three-point line this season, making 27 on the year for Saratoga. Pilkington, a freshman, a little bit more all-around for the team this year. And she is the leading scorer, 36 two-pointers, 15 threes, and leads the team overall with 130 points on the season. It's a very early start for the Lady Dutch. They're out to a 6-point lead, and they will be getting the ball after the timeout as Emily Bigness now looks for a play. Tries to inbound it, gets it to Jade Kark. Kark bounced it over for Williams. Williams trying to make the move on Pilkington. Williams over for Batamosi. Batamosi goes back for Williams. 15 seconds. Williams airs up a 3, no good. Kyle juggled the rebound, can't quite get it, and Pilkington's able to gather it for the Blue Streaks. Taken now by Riley Kennedy, force it to the corner. Janoy. Back up top. And now Pilkington will go for 3, bounces out. Kyle trying to juggle the rebound, able to get to it, and forces it free. It's picked up by Williams. Less than 4 minutes to go as Kyle gets it back over. Williams tries to get it to Batamosi, and we're going to get a foul on Charlotte Panetta. So the first foul for Panetta, the team's second. And we get a substitution in as Annalyn Chelsea comes in for the Blue Streaks. And Bigness immediately inbounds it off of Kennedy. And we're going to get another timeout. This time with 3:46 to go here in the first. So the Lady Dutch this season, this will be their first home game played since December 12th. They've been away from home for just over a month now. The first game of the new year at home for the team. And it's the first of 2 meetings this season for them and the Blue Streaks. And for a team that has already been dealing with a lot of players leaving the team in the offseason, had to deal with a bit more coming into the new year as Amaya Torres is no longer on the team for this game, and they also have 2 players currently out with injury. Olivia Bigness was one of the team's main starters this season, is out for another couple weeks because of an elbow injury, and Leah Lahara, one of the main three-point threats for the team off the bench, is also out currently with an ankle injury, has been out the last few games. So Lady Dutch playing without some bodies here as Emily Bigness goes in for that 2-point shot and gets that one to go. And the lead now extends to 8, 3:20 to go. Thrown up by Pilkington, that one's no good, and Jade Kark there for the rebound. And we get another foul call on Panetta. That'll be her second and the team's third. So Panetta will now go to the sideline here. Abby Tellstone checks in for Saratoga. Now we get a shot going up for 3 from Ava Volford. That one did not go. And it's picked up by Shelsey. Thrown over Fitch. She'll go for 3. That bounced out as well, and Kark picks up the rebound. She has Batamosi with her. Kark goes in, puts one up. Just bounced off, and Fitch there for the rebound. Now it's turned over. Emily Bigness goes in. Can't quite find the shot. And Fitch was there down low trying to defend. And she will get called for foul number 4 for Saratoga. There are 2:51 to go, and Emily Bigness will now go to the line to shoot 2. And the first one bounces out. Bigness 17 of 25 this season at the line. Now looks for her second and gets it to go. She's now up to 3 points. And we get a substitution coming in. Eliana Engelson will check in for Gianna Batamosi. As quickly thrown out, it's Tellstone with it. And now it's gathered by Fitch, and now back to Tellstone. Now Fitch near the corner, gets it out for Pilkington. Pilkington throws up a shot. It bounces in for 2. Off the backboard and in. And now it's 11-4. Pilkington with all 4 so far. Kark motions over, makes the move on Riley Kennedy there. Now gets it over for Bigness. Back to Kark. Kark goes in, puts that one up for 2, no good. And it's picked up on the rebound by Tellstone. And that pass goes over the head of Fitch and out of play. And with 2:09 to go, Lady Dutch will be getting it back as we get a couple more substitutions coming in. Abby McKenna and Jordan Genoy are back out for Saratoga. And it's Emily Bigness with it for the Lady Dutch. Try maneuver. Engelson takes the feed, now goes to the corner for Volfort. Back out to Kark. Kark looking for Kyle down low. Kyle just lost the handle, and it will go out of play, and Saratoga will take over. A potential angle down low there for Kyle, just not able to convert right there. And now it's Abby Tellstone throwing that one up. It blocked down a little bit there by Volfort, but still remains Saratoga possession there. Now Bigness almost gets another block. Still remains with the blue streaks here. Genoy puts that one up for 3, no good. Jade Kark on the rebound, still fighting for it, along with Jordan Genoy. And they're going to call a foul on that one. So Genoy will get called for the foul, and since that's number 5, Jade Kark is now going to go to the line to shoot 2 more. So Kark already 1 of 2 so far at the line. She will now get another 2 here. And the first one misses. And the second one bounces out, so 1 of 4 at the line so far for Kark. And it's now taken by Jordan Genoy for the Blue Streaks. Thrown to the corner. Now she gets it back. Genoy trying to make some moves. Now gets it out to Shelsey. Now for Tellstone. In the corner for Fitch. Out now to Genoy again. Now shot for 3 that bounces over. And Kyle gets the rebound, still trying to fight it free, along with Tellstone. And this time, jump ball will be called, and the possession arrow will favor Guilderland in this case. Williams and Batamosi now re-enter for the Lady Dutch as we are now in the final minute of play here in the first. Bigness lost the handle on play from Telstone, but still got it forward. Williams goes in, can't quite get that shot off, and now it's picked up on the rebound by Genoy. And now a foul will be called on Williams. That'll be the first for the Lady Dutch here in the first. To take a look at the replay of that shot right there, very close call for Williams there as we get some more substitutions as well. Thrown over to Telstone. Now bounced over for Pilkington. Near the corner, it's Genoy. Out to Kennedy. Kennedy goes over. Telstone launches a three, and it goes in. Nice shot right there for Telstone. She gets on the board with that one as Engelson trying to make the move. No time on the shot clock here for the Lady Dutch. Emily Bigness goes in, can't get the shot, and out of play she went. And now 11.7 to go. Saratoga looking to get one final chance right here. Thrown over Telstone. Pilkington in the corner for three and got it. And right at the end of the first quarter, Saratoga gets 2 3-pointers from Telstone and Pilkington to get right back in it. It was 11-4, and now the lead is cut down to 11-10 at the end of the first. So a pretty wild sequence right there at the end of the first quarter of play. So far for the Lady Dutch, Williams at the team lead with 5, Kark and Bigness each with 3. And then for Saratoga so far, it's Pilkington with 7 and Telstone, the only other basket, with 3 so far for the Blue Streaks. Take a look at head coach Kevin Himmelwright here on the Saratoga sideline. This is his first season as head coach, taking over for longtime girls varsity coach Robin Schutte in the offseason. Himmelwright was previously an assistant for their boys varsity team and was also the head coach of the Burnt Hills men's team from 2019 to 2023. It's his first season as the Saratoga head coach. He's already led a noticeable improvement from last season. He took over for a Saratoga team that only had won 2 games last season. This year they've already won 5 so far. Have 1 win in league play, 4 in non-league. It's been a noticeable turnaround. It's a young Saratoga team, but they have definitely improved considerably on the course of some really good young talent. As Abby Telstone with it, and that one results in a whistle, and we get a turnover to the Lady Dutch. Just 17 seconds in here. Cameron Kyle will inbound. As Kyle looks for Bigness and finds her. As Telstone defending. Bigness making the moves. Looks for Williams and finds her. Williams trying to go in, now finds it to Kyle. Kyle throws one up there, and a travel call on Kyle will turn it back over to the Blue Streaks. They're trying to find the shot right there, moved a little bit too much. As Pilkington, now we got a turnover as Engelson goes in, can't quite get that shot. Batamosi juggles the rebound, can't quite find it, and Genoy picks it up. Now Telstone out with it. Grabbed up by Pilkington again. Now down low, and we get, I believe we get a whistle. We're gonna get a foul call on, I believe that's Engelson. See Engelson and McKenna in a bit of a battle there. Engelson will get called for her first. Only the second foul of the game so far for Guilderland. Up top with it is Tellstone. Now she'll get it back over to Kennedy. Genoy now looks, fires the pass over, and now it's taken by Kennedy. Kennedy speeds in, goes all the way back out. Now Pilkington for three. That bounces out. Kyle trying to get the rebound, still is with the Blue Streaks. Genoy over, Fitch for three, and it's in. And Saratoga has the lead now. Engelson, long-range jumper for two, no good. Batamosi has that one knocked from her hands. She was trying to go for the rebound there. We get another substitution. Kark will enter for Engelson. And Chelsea will enter for Tellstone for Saratoga. Thrown in, Kyle puts it up, no good. And Chelsea takes it now for Saratoga. And that pass goes to nobody, and it goes out of play. Saratoga currently on a 9-0 run dating back to the first quarter off the back of 3 3-pointers. Ledoch in need of a basket right here, down 2. Inbounded to Williams. As Pilkington guarding, Williams looks for a pass, finds it to Bigness. Floats it up, that goes over the head of Kark and is taken over by Genoy. Genoy goes back, throws it up there and just rolled off. And Kyle able to keep it alive, but it goes right out to Fitch. Down low, and Kyle intercepts that pass. Nice play right there. Emily Bigness controlling. Thrown over to Williams. Williams motions over, finds Kark. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Thrown over to the corner. Here's Emily Bigness. Trying to stay alive and is called for the travel. And defense really starting to pick up right here for Saratoga. Fitch with the block down low. Bigness couldn't find the lane, ends up getting called for the travel. Thrown up top for Pilkington. And now taken by Kennedy. Kennedy throws one up there, just off, and Kark gets the rebound. Trying to force it over. Here's Christina Williams, and that one is knocked away from her by Riley Kennedy. And the Ledoch will take it back over after that play from Kennedy to knock that one away. Thrown in, and Jade Kark finds it. Kark goes out. Kark looking for Kyle, finds her down low. Kyle goes in, can't get the shot off. And it's all the way out. Chelsea for Genoy. Gives it over now for Kennedy. Kennedy goes by Batamosi and in for 2. And we get a timeout now. 4:25 to go. What once was a 7-point Ledoch lead is now turned in to a 4-point Saratoga lead. They have a 15-11 advantage as we take another timeout. As Saratoga been amping up the defense ever since the end of the first. They had 2 3-pointers in that final minute. And getting another one in this in the second quarter from Fitch. And then the 2-pointer from Kennedy just moments ago to make it a 4-point game. Currently an 11-0 run for the Blue Streaks as the Ledoch look to regroup here. So they have 5 points for Williams, 3 for Bigness, 3 for Kark. Score sheet hasn't moved in that aspect so far. They've had a few chances, just haven't been able to convert. Getting the passes down low for Cameron Kyle. The defense just really clamped down on her in those specific moments right there. And that's currently where we stand as the Ledoch are going to get the ball back here. And Emily Bigness will look for the pass here and finds it out for Christina Williams. Bounce pass for Jade Kark. Kark has it in the corner, making the moves on Genoy. Backpedaling, throws it over now for Emily Bigness. Slipped up a bit, still holding on. Bigness out to Kark. Williams wants it all the way out. Goes for three and scores! That's the big shot the Lady Dutch need right there. Christina Williams now with 8. And it's back to a 1-point game. Now Fitch throws one up and in, and we're back to 4. 29 threes now for Fitch on the season, 2 tonight. Williams launches up another one, no good, and it's going to be picked up by Kennedy. And that's thrown out. Kennedy has to go back and collect it. And now another chance at a 3, no good. Williams there for the rebound for the Lady Dutch. Still holding on to it, making the move still. Williams motions over, gets it to Batamosi. Thrown to Kark down low. Kark trying to make the move. And I believe we're going to get a foul call once again on Genoy. That'll be the first one of the second quarter for Saratoga, 3:02 to go. Bigness finds Williams. Williams puts up another one! And a three-pointer again! 11 points for Williams. Back to a 1-point game again. Pilkington trying to get that one turned over. Bigness makes the spin move, throws it out for Kark. Kark almost thought about shooting there, now motions over to Batamosi. Batamosi throws one up, no good. It goes out of play. Chelsea and Kyle were going for it down low. And the Lady Dutch are going to get it back. More substitutions coming in. Thrown in, and Pilkington can't quite keep that one alive. Lady Dutch will take it once again. So the referee's now talking over. Bigness is going to inbound once we get back to game speed here. Thrown in, Cameron Kyle can't quite get that shot up again. Defense really playing Kyle well down low tonight. Thrown up there by Kennedy, that one's no good. And now collected by Kark. Kark over for Williams. Williams for 3 again, bounces up and out of play. 2:03 to go here in the second. Saratoga still holding on to a 1-point lead. Currently outscoring Guilderland 8-6 here in the second as it's taken by Kennedy again. Now to Tellstone. Chelsea for Fitch in the corner, puts that in. It'll only be a 2-point shot, but it's another good shot from range. It's a 3-point game. Christina Williams motions over to Batamosi. Batamosi there trying to get in the way, and we're going to get a whistle. And Pilkington will get called for the foul there. So that'll be the team's second here in the second quarter. They had Pilkington with the guard on Williams. They had a contact there with the shoulder. That's what results in the foul. As Kyle takes the pass down low, tangled up with Fitch, and they're going to call the travel once again. So Saratoga once again gets it back as Tellstone looking to find the pass over. Let's take a look at the replay there. Kyle just once again not able to get free there. And we get, I believe, another travel call as it was Fitch going for a potential shot in the corner. Wouldn't have gone there, and now we're going to get the Lady Dutch back with it here. Eliana Engelson, by the way, has moved to the scorers table, so she's going to be checking in shortly here. As Christina Williams looking for a play right there, trying to make a move on Pilkington. Throws one up there, just barely didn't go in. And we're going to get another foul, and Williams will take a trip to the line here. Pilkington will get called for another foul. So it'll be the third one for Saratoga, and Williams will now go to the line to shoot two. And pretty good from the line this season, 17 of 20 entering this game. As Engelson officially enters for the Lady Dutch, replacing Batamosi. And Williams now gets ready to shoot two. And the first one's in. Ups her total to 12 now. She has every point in this quarter so far for the Lady Dutch. And the second one good as well. Back to a one-point game, less than a minute. Taken here by Kennedy. At the top now, Tellstone launches up another three, and it bounces in. Abby Tellstone, her second three of the game, got the bounce and put it in. She's now up to 6. Engelson from the corner, and in. That'll be a two-pointer, but a great shot there for Engelson. Back to a two-point game now. Thrown for Kennedy. Kennedy throws that one up, no good. Now 15 seconds to go. Lady Dutch. Throw it over. Engelson bobbles. Still holding on, trying to make the move. All the way for Kyle. 6 seconds to go. Engelson throws one up there, and it rolls in. And we are tied at the end of the second. Great shot right there, Eliana Engelson. And we enter halftime all tied up at 23 apiece. Saratoga outscores the Lady Dutch 13-12, but a couple clutch shots from Engelson at the very end ensure that we are all tied up. The Lady Dutch going to the break, tied at 23 with Saratoga. We will be right back with second half action momentarily. You're watching Guilderland Lady Dutch basketball here on the GHS Media YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. We're just about to start the second half of tonight's game between Saratoga and Guilderland. It's been a very good one so far. Both teams are tied at 23 apiece as we enter the second half of play tonight. And for the Lady Dutch tonight, they started out outscoring Saratoga 11-10 in the first. Saratoga outscored them 13-12 in the second quarter, but they got a few great shots at the end from Ileana Engelson to tie things up. Christina Williams currently set to inbound here. She leads Guilderland with 13 points tonight. And here we go. We are about to start with the Lady Dutch in the corner here is Jade Kark. Holding on to it here, gives it back to Williams. Williams motioning down low to Kyle. Flips it over for Kark. Makes the move, now goes back, finds Batamosi. Williams all the way out, now back to Batamosi. Tried to go down low. Pass is nearly broken up, but Kark able to hold on. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Down low, Kyle can't quite find that one. And it's finally turned back over to the Blue Streaks. Pilkington near the corner. Goes in and is fouled on the play. So Pilkington will now go to the line. The foul by Batamosi, that'll be her first for the third, and it'll be Pilkington making the first one, already with 7 points on the night. Make that 8 there. And Pilkington's second shot bounces out. Batamosi there for the rebound. Saratoga now with a 1-point lead again. Jade Kark. Over now for Christina Williams. Throws it down low for Kyle. Pass was tipped back, but Williams goes for 3, bounces out, and it's picked up on the rebound by Fitch. Genoy avoids Bigness. Now all the way out. Shot for 3, bounces out, and the rebound gathered. Genoy trying to find that one, blocked by Williams. Able to force it out of play. And it will be taken back by the Lady Dutch there, so nice defense down low from Christina Williams. Unable to force that shot there from Genoy. And it's Emily Bigness. Throws it over for Williams, now down low to Kyle. Kyle throws it up to Bigness, no good. A little bit of contact there down low, couldn't quite find the angle. Now Pilkington. For Fitch. Up top, Genoy. For Pilkington again. Hands it off, and Kennedy dropped it. But now back over, here's Fitch. Throws it up for 3, and it rolls in. 11 points now for Molly Fitch. And it's back to a 4-point game. Williams, bounce pass over. Kark goes out. Now Emily Bigness in the corner, throws that one up. Batamosi goes over the corner, keep it in. Jade Kark blocked on the play there. Panetta was down low. Now Pilkington forces it down low. Genoy in for 2. It's the first 2-pointer of the game for Genoy. 6-point game. Out to Jade Kark. Bounces it over. Bigness for Kyle. Kark takes it back. Tries to force it. It's turned over. Fitch came up with it. Now Pilkington. Bounce pass. Knocked away by Williams, but still kept alive by Genoy. Pilkington thought about shooting. Now tries to go in. Kyle rips it free. And we'll see what the call is going to be. So we get some more substitutions as Kyle is able to rip that one from Pilkington. Don't exactly see if they called a jump ball or not. I'm getting confirmation now they did. So it will be Saratoga's ball. Possession arrow did favor them. Pilkington now takes the pass. As Shelsey puts it over for Fitch in the corner, now out to Pilkington. Shelsey puts that one up, no good. Shot clock ran out, fought free, and now that one goes away and out of play as Shelsey couldn't quite corral the pass, and the Lady Dutch will take over. Saratoga on a 6-0 run to start the third. Here's Emily Bigness, looks over, finds Jade Kark open. Kark bounced it over, Engelson, 3, bounced out, Kyle the rebound. Kyle back out, now a long shot, and Kark puts it in for 2. 5 points now for Jade Kark, back to a 4-point game for the time being. Chelsea looks over, finds it for Pilkington, now down low. We've had an open angle right there as Panetta now motions over. Back out. Fitch for 3, bounced out, Bigness the rebound. 4 minutes to go. Bigness stops up near center logo. Kark thought about shooting, now gets it out. Engelson, nice feed down low, and score for Emily Bigness. And we get a foul too. So Genoy will get called for that one as Bigness now up to 5 on the night, looks to make it 6 with the 3-point play. And the shot is good. Back to a 1-point game. 6 points for Emily Bigness. Chelsea goes in. And it's back to a 3-point game as she puts that one in for 2. And we take a timeout. So 3:41 to go here in the third quarter of play. Saratoga with a 3-point lead after Chelsea makes that one. A couple of big baskets in the last minute or so for the Lady Dutch as we had one from Kark and then the 3-point play from Emily Bigness. Keep them in this one. We'll take a look if we got the mini pep band here in the crowd tonight. Playing the music for the Lady Dutch tonight. Always great to see them at these events. So Lady Dutch are going to get set here. Emily Bigness set to inbound as we get back from the timeout. Williams is open and she finds her. We're back underway. Williams making the moves on Panetta. Trying to stop up, and we get a whistle, go back to Saratoga. Hand it off to Pilkington. Thrown over for Chelsea in the corner, now back out. Chelsea up top for Fitch. That area needs to be guarded pretty well right now. Chelsea with less than 10 to go. Fitch in the corner. Now speeds in, has the open lane, and puts it in for 2. 13 points now for Fitch. 5-point game. Kark maneuvering here for the Lady Dutch. Over to Kyle. Back to Kark. Kark looking for the lane. Goes in. Can't quite get the shot off, and it goes out of play. I don't think there was a foul call, so it just ruled that went off Saratoga there as Kark collects it. Williams trying to make the fake, now gets it down low. Here's Cameron Kyle. Tries to throw it up there, no good. Chelsea there for the rebound. Here's a 3 again, and that's just short from Abby Tellstone, ripped free by Kyle. And Bigness stops up on Tellstone, now has some room. And now we get a whistle here. Substitution coming in as McKenna will check in for the Blue Streaks. Lady Dutch will maintain possession here. Out to Bigness. For Williams again. Williams tried to maneuver by Panetta. Out to Kark. Kark puts it up. And it just bounced out. Wouldn't count anyway, hit the top of the backboard. Saratoga now takes it back over. Here's Tellstone. For Fitch, now back up top, Tellstone. For Fitch again. Little pitch and catch here. Fitch with it up top. Motions over. Hands it off now to Charlotte Panetta. Tries to toss it down low. Now Fitch takes the feed and puts it in for two. Great third quarter so far for the Blue Streaks. They've opened up a 7-point lead. Lady Dutch need a basket here. Bigness takes it. Throws it out. Engelson, three, bounced out. Trying to collect on the rebound. You have a couple players out. Now it's picked up. Kark all alone puts it in for two. Nice job there from the Lady Dutch to rip that one free. Jade Kark now up to 7. 1:08 to go here in the third. Thrown over, and a foul called on McKenna. And Jade Kark is going to get called for her first. And the contact there on the wrist area as McKenna was making that shot. You see some of the disbelief there in Kark after the call. McKenna now going for two, and she puts in her first. Came into tonight's game 8 of 13 at the line. And the second shot is good. So McKenna goes 2 of 2 at the line. Now it's back to a 7-point game. Now here's the other 22, Williams for the Lady Dutch. Making the move, still holding on. Engelson's open. Now finds her. Engelson up top. Launches one up for three! Big shot there for Engelson, up to 7. Fitch looking for the response, can't quite find it, but gets her own rebound. Fitch out now for Shelsey. Maneuvered back. Shelsey looks over, finds Panetta. Back out for Tellstone again. Lady Dutch need to defend here. Panetta has it open in the corner. That shot was blocked. Now McKenna down low, throws that one up. Rebound the other end, still bounced up. No good on the shot attempt, still trying to find an angle is Fitch. Fitch now throws it up and finally they get it to go, but there's still some time left. Out now to Williams, 3 seconds to go. Williams chucks it up and it's just wide of the hoop. Yeah, what a series of events to end the third quarter of play here in Guilderland. Saratoga though on top. They now have a 6-point lead at 39-33. So the final tallies there in the third quarter. Saratoga outscoring the Lady Dutch 16-10 in the third quarter, but quite a battle right at the very end right there. But Saratoga looking for just any shot they could find. Any potential opportunity they could find, and ending up with a Molly Fitch basket for 2 at the very end. Fitch currently the team leader for Saratoga with 17. On the Lady Dutch side, Williams still the team leader with 13. Engelson and Kark behind with 7 each, and Bigness with 6. And that was quite a huge basket as well by Eliana Engelson. That towering three-point shot that went in to reduce the deficit here for the Lady Dutch. And now, final 8 minutes approaching here in Guilderland's Lady Dutch. Look to come back here in this one and get into the win column for the first time. Lady Dutch will go with Bigness, Williams, Kark, Kyle, and Engelson to start things off. All the way out, Engelson looks. Now making the moves, goes down low. Bigness wide open and is fouled on the play. And the foul is going to be on Kennedy. That'll be the first of the quarter, 13 seconds in. And Emily Bigness back at the line to shoot 2. And the first one just rolls off. There's a good feed there by Engelson trying to find Bigness down low. He's not able to get the shot off, and now Bigness goes for the second. And it bounces in. Thrown over now for Genoy. An open lane for a shot, now gives it over. Panetta all the way out, finds for Kennedy. Genoy for 3, bounced out, Bigness the rebound, and is just able to collect it as Pilkington was there pressuring. Here comes Kark the other way. Kark bounced it over. Engelson puts up another long shot, no good. Panetta there on the other side. Tries to maneuver by Engelson. Gets that one up and in for 2. Good patience there by Panetta down low. Back to a 7-point game. First 2 on the night for Panetta. Kark now making the moves. Goes in. Kark throws it up. Hit the bottom of the board. Now a long feed down low. Pilkington puts that one up. No good. Panetta cannot quite keep it in. Goes down out of play, and the Lady Dutch will take over. Fitch is now going to step back in for Chelsea. Batamosi will take over for Kark on the Lady Dutch side. Cameron Kyle will inbound. Emily Bigness charging towards the hoop. Gets it over. Batamosi, now Kyle. Out to Williams. Bit of a fake on Panetta. Still looking for an open shot. Williams now goes in. Throws that one up there. Couldn't quite get the shot off. Fitch and Williams battling for the rebound now. And we get a whistle. Saratoga is going to take it back. Riley Kennedy holding onto it here for the Blue Streaks. Goes over now for Pilkington. Pilkington charges in, throws that one up. Kyle the rebound on the shot that was no good, and now it's taken by Bigness again. Here's Bigness waiting for some options. Finds Kyle, back to Bigness. Engelson now goes in, finds it out for Williams. Williams. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Thrown back over to Bigness. Bigness goes in. And in for 2. Nice play there from Emily Bigness. 9 points now for the Lady Dutch freshman. Kennedy had a lot of pressure to deal with there. Now Genoy in the corner. Bounced out. Bigness the rebound. Has to deal with Pilkington a little bit. Now launches a pass forward for Williams. Williams goes for 3 and in! Huge basket there for Christina Williams, and we take a timeout with 5:14 to go. $16 points now for Christina Williams, and the big basket right there to make the deficit 2. To take a look at the replay here, Panetta guarding. Williams makes the moves that she often does before she goes for 3 and drains it into the hoop. What a shot that was. Now for Guilderland and Saratoga, 2 teams that meet each other quite frequently in the Suburban Council. This is the first of 2 meetings this season between both sides. In the matchup last year, Guilderland prevailed 51-43. Saratoga looking to avenge that loss from last year. In the season series in the 2020s so far, Saratoga leads 5-2 in those games. Lady Dutch looking to come back here in this one after that huge basket from Christina Williams. Still a lot of time left here in this one. But the deficit has reduced further. The next matchup, by the way, for both these teams is going to be in Saratoga. That will be on February 3rd at 7 p.m. And with how good of a matchup it's been tonight, that one is sure to also be an excellent one as well. Saratoga will take over as Riley Kennedy holding on to it here for the Blue Streaks back from the timeout. Kennedy puts one up for three, just bounced out Batamosi, but it's collected by Genoy. For Kennedy. Kennedy looking to make the move, goes in, no good, and it goes out of play. Jade Kark is now going to inbound here, 4:50 to go. Bounced in. Here's Christina Williams. Williams over now for Jade Kark. Kark looks over, has it for Engelson, bobbled it, still holding on. Engelson flips the pass, it was a little bit too high, and it's collected now. Now all the way down the court, Pilkington in, and it rolls in for two. The Pilkington and the Blue Streaks take advantage of the turnover there. Back to a 4-point game. Just over 4 minutes to go. Williams looking, finds Kark. Kark goes in and fouled on the play. Molly Fitch is going to get called for the foul there. That'll be her second and the team's second for the fourth quarter. Jade Kark now will head back to the line to shoot two, 1 of 4 already at the line tonight. And it bounces out the first attempt. Kark has 7 tonight. And that bounces out as well. Batamosi trying to race for the rebound. It goes out of play. And it will stay with the Lady Dutch as Pilkington was going to get it and went off of her into the corner. And Williams looks, finds Bigness. 4:09 to go. Williams. And lost the handle on it. Now it's picked up by Pilkington. Launched forward, wide open, down low is Fitch, and she puts it in. 19 points now for Molly Fitch. Engelson takes the feed from Williams. Now back over. Bigness for Kark. Kark fakes, back over to Bigness. Bigness goes in, throws it up there, and rolls in! Huge shot right there for Emily Bigness. She'll now go to the line for another 3-point play. So take a look at the replay once again here. And now the shot is good. 12 points for Emily Bigness. And a huge chance right there to get back in this game. Genoy lost the handle all the way out. And it's no good on the shot there, and Kennedy couldn't get it in. Williams got the rebound though. Williams looking for the angle, for the tie, no good. Rebound picked up, Genoy bobbled. Williams tries to go for the rebound, but there's a whistle. And we get a foul called on the Lady Dutch, I believe. I believe it was Bigness. 3:05 to go. And a battle here, Bigness got it free, and a jump ball's called. Nice battle right there. Possession arrow will favor Guilderland. Great work there by Emily Bigness. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. Here's Christina Williams. Has Panetta guarding. Williams Making the moves, throws it up there and in. And it will count for a point. So I wasn't sure what the call was going to be, but the Lady Dutch are now within one. 18 points now for Williams. Panetta gets called for the foul. 4 fouls now for Saratoga. And Williams looking for the tie in the three-point play. And she got it. We are all knotted up. 45 apiece here in Guilderland. Hand it off for Shelsey. Shelsey looks to the corner. Pilkington out for Genoy. Genoy controlling. Throws it up. Panetta down low, has the open chance. Rolls off the rim. Shelsey still has it. Fresh shot clock now for the Blue Streaks. All the way out. Genoy for 3. No good. Panetta trying to get to the rebound. Bigness fighting for it as well. We get another whistle. Things getting a bit crazy now for both sides in this one. Saratoga inbounds, and that's batted away by Bigness right away. Bigness really playing the defensive role here in the fourth quarter. Thrown out again. Panetta takes it. Was guarded by Kark. Now all the way out. Pilkington up top. Gives it over for Shelsey. Shelsey batted away by Williams, but back. Now Fitch. All the way out. Kark is guarding. 13 seconds to go on the shot clock. Shelsey bumped into by Bigness, and we believe we're going to get a foul here. And it's going to be the second foul for the Lady Dutch here in the fourth. Saratoga gets it back with a fresh shot clock. Out to Fitch. And the pass goes away from Genoy. Lady Dutch will get it back. Big play right there. Kark looks to inbound. Out to Engelson. Engelson back out, has Bigness there. Engelson takes it. Goes in, stops up, now puts it up, and it's in! Engelson for the lead! And a timeout. Another huge shot for Eliana Engelson. 9 points for the freshman. And with 1:35 to go, the Lady Dutch back in front, 47-45. And to those of you watching at home, I hope your heart is racing right now, because I know mine sure is. 2-point lead for the Lady Dutch. One of their biggest shots of the game, and Eliana Engelson feels like she's made so many. All of her shots tonight have been clutch. Stops up right there, had the lane, off the backboard and in. A fantastic play right there for Engelson. 3 two-pointers and a 3 tonight for the Lady Dutch freshman, who's had such a big role off the bench, had a few games in which she started. Due to the injuries on the squad, she has stepped up big time tonight for the Lady Dutch. With 1:35 to go, her shot has put them in front. And now we get back to the game. .133 to go. Speeding in is Genoy, tosses it up and in. And the foul as well. So Batamosi will get called for that one. Genoy looks to complete the three-point play now. And she does, and Saratoga's back in front. Out to Williams. Guarded by Pineda. Williams. Now goes in. Making the fakes. Tries a shot. And a foul. Believe. It's an offensive foul. So Williams gets called for a second one now. 1:11 to go. Both teams are at 4 fouls. Each one will result in a subsequent trip to the line. Out to Pineda. Almost knocked down by Kark. Kark still battling with Fitch. Into the corner. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Over. Fitch looks for the lane. 4 seconds on the clock. Down low. Knocked away. Shot clock expired. It went out of play. We're going to see what they do here. There was 1 second on the clock. So Saratoga looks to inbound now. And I believe we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, we are. 43 seconds to go. And what has been a tremendously close matchup here tonight in Guilderland. Saratoga, the 1-point lead. They will get the ball back with 1 second remaining on the shot clock. I'm sure Kevin Himmelreich got a lot on his mind right now. So he really wants this play to work right here at 43 seconds to go. Just 1 second for a shot off. They got Fitch and Pilkington out there, 2 of their top scorers. Shelsey looks, and it's broken up. Williams takes the pass. Throws it over, caught by Kark. And a travel is called. And it's turned over to Saratoga. And you gotta assume we're gonna see a foul shortly. And there it is. Genoy is fouled by Batamosi. 3rd foul for her tonight. And Genoy will now go back to the line to shoot 2. And the first one is in. 2 big shots right here. And Genoy, crucial shots right there at the line. And a timeout called once again with 30.4 to go. A huge call right there at the very end as Jade Kark was going in, called for the travel, and at the other end, Jordan Genoy, a couple of clutch points at the line. Saratoga up by 3 with 30.4 to go. So Eliana Engelson just went over the scores table. She's going to now check in. And a huge opportunity here. We see you, Alicia and Leah, on the broadcast, looking over at the camera over there. But now, it's business time here for both of these teams. Lady Dutch are going to get the ball back. And a huge play upcoming here in the final minute. Lady Dutch will have Williams, Bigness, Kyle, Kark, and Engelson out there. Out to Bigness. Back to play. Williams takes it. Looks to go in. Throws it up there, no good. Knocked down by Pineda. And there was a travel call, I believe, down low. Saratoga called for the travel there on Pineda. 20 seconds now. So the shot from Williams, and Pineda stumbled. There's the call. And once again, we take another timeout. Sports minutes are always the longest, it seems like. Especially here in the final minute of play in a close matchup between the Blue Streaks and the Lady Dutch tonight. Both teams have kept it so close tonight. But the Lady Dutch, once again, potentially now have the opportunity to take advantage of a travel call that went against Saratoga. With 20.8 seconds remaining. The Lady Dutch outscoring Saratoga in this fourth quarter, 14-11. But they need 3 more points to tie up this game. Bigness looking. Finds it out. Williams over for Kark. Engelson's open up top. 15 seconds. Over now to Bigness. Bigness goes in. Puts it up and no good on the shot. Genoy's going to get called for that one. And a crucial couple free throw attempts upcoming for Emily Bigness at the line. 13.2 to go. First shot misses. And the second shot misses as well, and the rebound collected by Genoy. And Saratoga takes over with 12.2 to go here in the ball game after a couple missed free throws there from Bigness. You had to assume the next play is going to be a foul. And it has to be at this point because that's pretty much the only way the Lady Dutch will get possession back here in this game. Coach Friel talking things over with his group on the sideline. It's a big finish here in this one as they look for another miracle to come back in this one. Both teams with 5 fouls here in the fourth quarter of play. We're just about to get back to game action. Take a quick reminder for our upcoming media schedule. Tomorrow night, the boys take on South Glens Falls at 7 p.m. And then on Friday, the girls are back in action at 5 p.m. taking on Niskayuna. That'll be January 23rd, 5 p.m. for that game. If Coach Friel, can hear him say, we don't want to foul right away. All the way out, Chelsea is fouled by Engelson. And Engelson called for her second. As a result of that, Annalyn Chelsea to the line. First goes in. And bounces off the rim for Chelsea. Up to 3 points, looking to make it 4. Bounces out, Badamosi the rebound. And a timeout called again. Badamosi had picked up the rebound. And this time with 9.6 to go, we get another timeout. So Chelsea goes 1 of 2 at the line. She had come into tonight's game 2 of 9 overall in the game she's played. But a crucial one she made nonetheless right there to give Saratoga the 4-point lead. And the final 10 seconds of this game, once again want to give a quick shout out once again to all of our GHS Media Club members making this broadcast possible. Without them, you would not be watching this broadcast right now, thanks to all their hard work from what they do every game and throughout the season. So big, big thank you to all of them for what they have been doing tonight and throughout the season. So the Lady Dutch taking over after the timeout. They need some big shots. And they got someone there in Williams. Can make a ton of them. Engelson has that pass go off her hand. Able to keep it alive. Kyle had it bounce off of Pineda. And time down to 1.8 seconds to go. Lady Dutch will still have it. In an ideal situation, you get out to someone who can make a 3 and then they get fouled. But Williams throws it up. It's no good. And this game is officially over now as the Saratoga Springs Blue Streaks, in a very tough-fought game, take tonight's game by a final score of 51-47 over the Lady Dutch. They improved to 2-5 in league play, 6-6 overall. The Lady Dutch, although it was a very hard-fought matchup, it became very close at the end. They fall in this one. We'll go to 0-6, 0-11 on the season. But a great game played tonight for both of these teams. Saratoga ends up getting the win by 4, and that is going to be it for our GHS Media broadcast tonight. Thank you all very much for tuning into tonight's game. We'll see you tomorrow for the boys against South Glens Falls. I'm Sean Cunningham, and we will see you back here again on the next media broadcast. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.